after all, we don't even know what happens if this world ends. I mean, we could get our lives back, you know? Right? Where, do we have to save the world? I mean, must we? I mean, we don't know what happens, you know? We could be... We could be stopping ourselves from freeing us. Have we even thought about leaving this place, or if it's possible?
No.
'Cause
I wouldn't say that too loudly, though, Bo.
I don't really have a volume knob. I'm kind of just a ball, which is kind of my point, you know? Like, the entire time you've been here, we've been like, oh, well, isn't this great? You know, oh, amazing. And I'm sure you've had an amazing time. You know, you can do all this stuff, and you know, but I don't know. This world's interesting, I suppose, if not a tad too blue and tasteless. But regardless, I don't know. I mean, that I wouldn't say that in front of Enders, you know, because he's all stuck in, and it looks like you're stuck in too. You know, like you have a gran or whatever. I mean, I don't know. I think maybe we've kind of we've let this place get to us. I think because maybe perhaps Muhn was here before, and so maybe perhaps we all kind of like just assumed we're trapped because she was for 10 years. But I just don't have any obligation to save this place, even if I could. Even if we weren't just gonna walk under a giant Viking heel, you know?
But Bo, they're people too, whether or not, and I move a little closer to you, whether or not they are created by someone in the fashion that we originally think of with our history.
Mm-hmm.
They're still people. And ending all of this, it's still cruel, isn't it?
I mean, not for nothing, but do we even know if they are people?
I mean...
I'm not a people, apparently. How does that work?
The people that Muhn killed looked pretty real. Didn't they?
Well, I suppose, yeah, this place has great graphics, I guess. If you're spec'd right. But I don't know. 'Cause this place doesn't feel massively real to me. I refuse. And I had a life. I had people back home, online. I had things. I was moving things. I was doing things. I was shaking things in the office, on the old auction house with my merch and stuff. I had a life. I don't know. I'm getting worked up, I think, but I'm just saying. I'm finding it hard to care. And for whatever reason, Ender seems to care way too much. Or at least a lot. Which is interesting. But I guess it makes sense. Because this is all he knows, because we kinda let him die. Kinda. Sort of. Or, and the pseudopod extends, and it basically goes towards, like, Iris's ear, and the pseudopod, in fact, is kind of like a mouth, almost kind of thing. And I say, and I whisper in her ear, and I go, what if Enders is already gone? What if that's just his NPC?
I'll admit when we brought him back, it did It did feel like we failed.
I think we did fail. It's kind of like, you know, we just missed the giant text that said you failed, but we failed.
Meh. But maybe that's not so. Maybe we just have to unlock that somehow again.
How? I mean, this guy is nothing like the Enders we had. He's nothing like our raid leader, you know? He's just... Enders. Whatever that means.
You'd see kind of like my ears droop a little bit. I don't have the answer to that.
I don't think there is an answer to that, to be honest. I mean, kind of. Unless the quest... You know, that's another thing that I don't get. And it's kind of been riling me up. But... how does that work, the quest log? Who's giving us quests? Is it the big bad guy? Is he the one? What? How could this world be real when there's a interface that tells us to save our friends? When was conscience? When was my conscience outsourced? It's like work all over again.
Well, I mean, there's also the possibility that we haven't talked about, that maybe everything else was imaginary.
What? And reality is seeing the world through gum with a screen that tells me to go clean people's messes.
I'm not saying that it's so. I'm saying that we should keep our thoughts open to whatever possibility. I mean... I mean, I'm determined to believe what it is you believe, and that there was life before this, but I don't know. This place is messing with my head, I think.
Honestly, I'm surprised you've kind of held it together as long as you have. You know, with your newfound, you know, nan and... Is he your boyfriend? Do you have any memories of a boyfriend?
No, he's not my boyfriend. We just played together when we were kids. No. I don't have a boyfriend.
What kind of games? Elf friend? I don't know how it works here.
We did all sorts of things. Like pick flowers and make peanut butter and jump ropes.
Is that the elven version of dating? Because I don't really know, you know?
No! Well, we were children! I think.
But you've been missing for about a year, right? Or was it 10?
10 years.
You're an elf, though. How does it work here? I mean, I thought elves were, like, really old. Like, or they could get old. Do you know how old you are?
GM, lore-wise, now, before, when I was making my character, or when Jean was making Iris, she was a big lore head. Do we know about how the aging works with regards to elves and regalia?
You do, absolutely. The typical elf lives a lot longer than a human, but not like a Tolkien elf. You know, your grandmother is probably close to 160, 170, and she's really old for an elf.
So when would you say, like, the equivalent of, like, a 27-year-old in the real world would be to an elf in the game?
It's difficult to compare because you still mature probably at about the same rate. You just have a much longer, like, midlife.
Gotcha.
So probably about the same maturity-wise, but I think maybe amongst the elven community, you know, you're still kind of a kid if you're under 40 or 50.
Right, so I'd probably be around 40, 50 then. Like on the, maybe a little bit old, so 50 I would say. I think I'm 50?
Ugh, peanut butter, huh? Ooh.
What?
Crunchy or smooth?
I mean, you have to make batches of both depending on who you're with, right? In case you have friends over. We used to have big dinners all the time in the village.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone loves peanut butter. I don't remember anyone here being allergic to it, actually. Funnily enough.
Well, I guess in a world of magic, allergies would kind of suck, wouldn't it?
Imagine.
Being allergic to something mundane like peanuts when you can cast fireballs.
Everyone has to have a weakness, though.
I cast rash.
Hmm.
Anyway, where did Enders go?
He went into that building, I think. And I point towards where I think Enders went.
Why?
Yeah, let's see. Enders, roll me a d4. /r space d4. Yeah. Okay. We'll say that this is a shop that you've walked into, and it's a peanut butter shop.
Okay.
Sorry. Ah, yes, I remember very vividly. It is the shop where they give all sorts of types of peanut butter. There is honey peanut butter, flour peanut butter. They also have other types of nuts there too, but their main thing is peanut butter.
Yeah, the sign says nut butter.
Nut butter.
Yes, all sorts of nuts. Walnuts, peanuts, pecans.
Elf nuts?
Are there Wait a minute.
What?
There might be other types of nuts in this universe.
Sure.
Right? You know, like Brazil nuts? Maybe they have elf
They
nuts.
definitely don't have exactly the same foods. Like the nuts are probably all weird. As you start to process this information, Irislith, you start to draw some correlations to some of the types of peanuts with, like earth nuts.
Oh.
What?
Oh, that's not what any of them are called.
Huh?
Well, all of the nuts are different.
Well, I guess, again, Brazil nuts would be a weird thing to call a thing in a place that has no Brazil.
Right. Well, sir, sorry, that just threw me through a loop.
I could contemplate nuts all day.
I know, aren't nuts so interesting?
Mm-hmm.
They're salty,
They got shells.
they're natural.
They grow from stuff. Kinda. Are they seeds? Maybe. I don't really know. Nuts.
Well, now that
nuts.
we've shared our enthusiasm for eating nuts and tasting the variety of nuts that there are in the world, to answer your question, I do believe that he left because he didn't like your answers.
Do you think Greg came from a nut?
He is a nutty guy.
I did not come from a nut.
Huh. Where did you come from, Greg?
Seed.
Oh, seeds, not nuts.
Well, I don't know. But I definitely didn't.
Did he tell you?
I'm sorry, but there was a very, very low-hanging nut that I was gonna say. Well, I refrained from saying, but chat's saying it. and- Anyway. He didn't like my answer. I mean, I didn't give him the full thing, but I thought if I did, he'd probably kill me because he's got that cold, like frankness to him, you know? Pun unintended.
Or lack thereof. Yes, I don't blame you for not saying that around him. He didn't like how non-committal the answers were.
Well, I mean, ever since we failed to rescue him, he's had a goal, you know, which is to kill Muhn. He's never once accepted that Muhn is Muhn. And, you know, he asked us before if we were prepared to do what we were, you know, supposed to, and I suppose I said yes, because the quest is kind of ambiguous. And it still is. So I'm prepared to go do this ambiguous quest and do what I need to do, but as far as I know, I'm doing it because the quest is vague. I look at the quest. Is it the same?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, at any rate, it's naturally what we would do. Try to handle the situation. It's our friend.
Right. Our tank, you know? Food buddy, and stuff. And probably real life things, I guess. Maybe. I suppose.
What's a tank?
Oh, well, Greg, we've been fighting kind of, you know, floofy this entire time, you know. Normally, in a fight, you have someone go in...
Floofy?
Well, floofy is a really interesting term because it could mean whatever you want it to mean. It's kind of like the word. It's like, you know, like bang or crash or wallop. You know, floofy. It's kind of like, and I kind of like make a sine wave out of my like pseudopod, like, you know, just wibbly wobbly bobbly. You know, like
No. That's why I asked.
Right. Well, anyway, to answer your question, a tank is someone who goes in and they get all the attention of the enemies while everybody else does their thing, you know? Like, Muhn was that. She was our anchor. And you know, Enders was our tactician. You know, he was our good time guy, you know? He would tell us what we needed to do. He'd make sure we show up on time, you know? He'd divvy up the loot, you know? And all that, and we've kind of... I feel lost, and that's kind of why I refuse to believe this place is real.
Well,
no offense.
It's real to me.
Well, I know that, Greg.
Aren't you kind of a tank now?
Well, I mean, I've always been the off-tank, but Muhn was our tank.
Well, I miss Muhn too. But just because we miss her doesn't mean she's gone, right?
Well, I mean, that's exactly what I was saying, Greg, you know? Unless we know for sure, and I don't even know, is it all that bad she's a villain? Is what I'm saying.
Was any of that in a language I understand?
I think you probably just heard a lot of...
Yeah. Like that.
And I say to Greg, I mean, you've been Muhn's buddy forever. I don't know how old you are, Greg. Are you like old like an old tree, or are you like, you know, young like a young shrub? But regardless, you know, if she asked you, hey Greg, do you want to take over the world? That'd be a cool quest. Would you say yes or no?
I don't know. I guess if she didn't mean any harm to the shrublets, I'd think about it.
Do you feel left behind?
Yeah. But everybody's been really great, and Rue's really fun to hang around with. And I don't know. I mean, relationships change, right?
I wouldn't know. Maybe?
Well, like with shrublets, once we're born, we just kind of become part of a community. We don't have parents the same way that you do. We have just a community of other shrublets that look after us when we're little. And I'm 7. Well, is that right? I can't really count very well.
Well, I mean... So I guess you've known Muhn forever then, right? Or you're forever?
Well, it's been a long time. I don't know. She said that she was here for... 2 years before we met.
Oh, sorry, Iris. How manners? Sorry, Greg. I was just talking to Greg about the weather.
Okay. Peculiar given the serious line of conversation we were just having.
Well, I mean,
but
the weather's very
I
serious,
accept your
Iris.
answer.
You wouldn't have meteorologists as, like, a profession if it wasn't a serious thing to do, even if they're always wrong.
Well, at any rate, I do believe it is important for us to continue our quest to be stronger and to find out why Muhn would do something like destroy a tower. Something holding the rift back.
Well, I mean... all we know so far about Muhn... Muhn... is
Did
that
I say
she's
Rue? I meant Muhn as well.
All we know about Muhn is that, she got turned into a villain and she's doing villain things. But we don't know why she's doing villain things, do we? I mean, she has the capacity to, like, turn things into pasta, right? Like, with a punch. Like, she... messed up a dragon with a punch.
Well, it all started with that injection that she received from Dim Cross, the liquefied emberstone, did it not?
She was doing crazy things before the injection, though. Remember, in the ice cave? She turned that dragon into excrement without eating it. It was ridiculous.
Right. Or maybe something got exemplified, amplified by that injection. I don't know.
I have no idea.
She did seem off. I mean, like, I noticed a few things where her smile didn't meet her eyes and things of that nature. But I don't know.
I don't want to think that Muhn as we met her is like how Enders is now. I think that Muhn probably is still there, but kind of... I don't know. I'm not sure. But what I'm sure about is that, like, when Muhn's really strong, and we didn't get a chance really to talk to her when she turned the last time. I don't know if she's used to being a villain now, and so she can, I don't know, will she monologue? Will she let us talk to her? I don't know. But maybe she is there. Maybe we can reach her. Maybe we can... I don't know. I'm grasping at straws.
I want to agree with you. I simply do not know. What I do know is that that person we spent time with in that bar and Synthara's beating other people up and having fun...
Hardcore.
Also killed all of you.
squished.
2 in front of my eyes. Without remorse. So I'm conflicted. I do not know, but I do harbor doubt in my heart, and I do not want it to be there. I wish to have faith. But I think for now my faith lies in the ones of you that are here.
Well, if it's any consolation, I don't have any plans on being a villain. Because, you know, that'd be a bit cliche, wouldn't it? Turning into a villain, like, you know, right in the middle of our adventure, wouldn't it? No one would ever do that.
Right, it sounds like something from some sort of an animation or something.
Right. But for real, I'm just unsure. But as for what Ender said, I don't know if we have the power to do whatever. We're just kind of marching to our doom. Muhn destroyed us last time. I have no... She can topple towers apparently now, which is fun. So... one way or another is an exit. So I guess that's why... Yeah, sure, I'll go.
Right. Well, I suppose this is something that we'll have to revisit a few times once we get more information. But for now, if we even want to think of confronting her in some sort of way, we do need to continue with our plan. Nosisia might have some answers about the rift that perhaps other people didn't think of.
Hopefully,
Or perhaps to unlocking more potential in each of us.
I guess we'll have to see. I mean, they're the oldest people around, aren't they?
They are the sages.
Maybe they'll know, but hopefully we can get to them and get information before, I don't know, Muhn flushes the whole world through the maelstrom, you know?
Right. I'll take a glance towards Rue and offer kind of a little bit of a sad smile, and then look back to Bo and pat you on the head, and I'll ruffle Greg's feather, his leaves. Alrighty, let's go and retrieve Enders and see
I
about
wonder if he
moving onward.
likes nuts.
He seems like a nutty kind of guy.
Enders!
Find Enders inside of nut butter. There's all different kinds of peanut butter in here. And all the nuts are like names that are probably, even to you, a little bit foreign. I don't imagine that you've got the same kind of nuts that you have in Brahm. So, you know, it smells good. Smells like peanut butter in here.
I am looming over the Ordale nut butter from the tall Ordale trees, as I've been told multiple times by the person here trying to sell me something while I'm doing something.
The Ordale nut butter is exceptionally sweet in comparison to the Dale nut butter. The Dale nut butter is much saltier and some say a bit bitter. It's better for, well, putting on some pastries or some different kinds of bread. I tend to like it in comparison.
Okay, all right, give me an Ordale butter. I'll take it. Might as well give it to the elderly before they... Well... Yes, I'll take one. How much is it?
Yes, this will cost 2 zenith.
Okay. Now slide 3 zenith over without counting.
Oh, thank you. There's quite a commotion outside. Did you hear anything about what was going on? I couldn't leave the shop.
Well, yes. One of the towers have apparently fell, and the maelstrom is encroaching on your land and probably will take your people within the next, I don't know, things going the way they are, a week or so. You should hug.
You can
and kiss the
hear
loved ones.
this. You can hear the shopkeeper blink. You know, like blink, blink.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I am too. And I grab the butter. And I finish doing what I was doing and slip the object back into my satchel.
Yeah.
And I turn back and look at him.
You hear the door chimes as you see Bo and Irislith entering. Rue following
hello?
behind with Greg.
Oh, yes. Comrades.
Meanwhile, in
should
the
go
background, the shopkeeper is having an existential crisis, like slowly staring up at the ceiling.
Farewell then. I turn to the other two compadres. Walk up to him and I'll, not harshly, I'll hand over the butter to Irislith. I won't make eye contact with Bo and I'll be like, we must go now. Where's Rue? There you are. Come with us. You should get back to your grandmother. Hug her. And I'll just bite my words back and wait for everyone else to be ready to leave.
Who hugs their granny?
I do.
Why?
It's a nice gesture of affection.
Is that what elves do? Do they hug their grannies?
A lot don't.
Mm.
But I like my granny. I think.
Sorry, that came from nowhere. Enders,
Yes.
question.
Yes.
Say, we do find Muhn. Do you have a plan?
Yes.
What's the plan?
We exhaust her.
How?
She's on the brink of death. We place her
Uh-huh.
where I was. We separate the villain from the so-called savior as an attempt to save whoever you think she is still. Then you will see that if she does not exist, we eradicate the villain. And we save Regalia. Then you can go on whatever fantasies you plan to do. I will return to my family, serve Brahm as I was meant to do.
Mm.
And then I have to figure out this Maelstrom issue, because I feel that I am the only one that really cares about what's going on around us outside of our immediate group, because everyone is uninformed. So we're on a tight schedule. We have to say goodbye to your loved ones, Irislith, and then make our way to the Queen immediately. But you know, sir, we have to get there, find out some research quickly.
No, Sissia.
No, Sissia. Excuse me. Quickly. Talk to the sages. Get information. On the way there, we have to up our power levels. You have to become more familiar with your summons. And I look towards Bo and Rue, and I have nothing to say. I just look their way.
You can all hear the muffled sound of a communication scroll.
Coming from who?
Enders.
Excuse me. I have to take this. and I walk away from the group.
I have sent Anders a private message. Didn't want to read this aloud, depending on how this wanted to go down.
Very well. I'll respond with, very well. I will proceed. And I will walk back to the group. We're on a tight schedule.
So I kind of like your plan, but I'd have one question. Do you remember what happened to you the last time you encountered Muhn? Before you became you?
Before I became me. I mean,
Well,
the weakling that held back. That was putting emotions first instead of actions.
Right. Do you remember what happened to you so painfully so?
Yes. They were
Okay.
eradicated. And
'Cause-
deserved.
I'm just...
They were our friend, Anders.
I apologize if it seems like the value of what they did was heroic, but it was also stupid. They shouldn't have put themselves in harm's way. It seems like they had a knack for doing that. This time will be different. I do not want either of you experiencing loss again. My intentions may seem rash, but you have not seen the world around us move as I have. Your eyes were half open, some closed as I looked towards Bo. But there is thriving people here that have past, presents, and futures. If the maelstrom grows, they lose it all, whether you believe it's real or not. I can tell you that everyone here you can reach out and touch and feel they are real. I'm sorry for the loss of your friend, but I am all that you have left. So, let's do with the time that we have. You were all here before. Just don't remember. Chose, or some of you choose not to remember. And that's fine. But if you have a heart of any sort of living thing, you understand that these people are not at fault. We were placed here or given these extraordinary powers for a reason. You don't have to be the hero. I will take that burden on. Not for pride or to be recognized or favor, but to do for those that can't do for themselves. It's responsibility. As harsh as it may seem, someone has to take it. And if I have to be lashed at, then so be it.
You didn't hear what I said at the nut store, did you?
I heard your answer. And that's, before I walked in. Did you need to tell me something else?
I think what you're doing with your hair is very nice. Yes. Just... You said you wanted to exhaust Muhn. I just don't see how we can do that. Because...
I have plans. We have the tools. They need to be strengthened. We have a spiritist here who has immense power that is latent. I noticed it in the fight with the... I forget his name. The lion.
Osterak.
Ostra.
Osti...
Yes.
Osti...
I noticed it.
Mm-hmm.
The whole time we were fighting, they weren't angry. They were enjoying it. Which means they see potential. I have a few things that I need to perfect. But I have ways of exhausting, reflecting magic, taking from one and giving to another. I need to understand it. I need to speak to the queen to get us passage. Sages will know what to do. Hopefully.
Right?
Depending upon your actions, there might be another course of actions to take place. I have notified the Empress of everything, even your answers. Those that are unsure cannot be trusted completely to be able to handle a task such as this. Emotions get in the way, and when emotions get in the way, those get eradicated. As I said before, I don't want that happening to you, or for you to experience that again. So hopefully on our journey, you will change your mind or make up your mind, whatever side you go on. My aim is not to kill Muhn. My aim is to save Regalia, no matter what.
I think it's important to understand who we are up against as well. Finding out more about what happened to Muhn, possibly any eyewitness accounts or anything like that. If we're able to find some sort of a way to gather that information, we might be able to figure out why the whole thing with the tower even happened. Or what sort of level of power she's exuding at the moment.
That is the plan. The sages should know. Emberstone has an origin. You have to understand that at its core roots first. We countered the Emberstone, we countered Muhn. Do you understand where I'm going with this?
Right.
Is the plan still to go check out the tower nearby, or are we going now to the sages?
I believe that our schedule has been sped up. If another tower goes down, and she is as fast as you say she is, we don't have much time. We must leave now for the queen.
Perhaps.
Stop by your grandmother's.
Yes, I have some materials I need to gather from there. Some books on symbols and arcane rituals and things of that nature. But perhaps the queen might know which of the towers it is that went down. Tempress is, if I recall, not too far from here. That's the capital, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not too far from here. It's far, but we'll still be able to investigate the tower that's nearby if we need to at some point.
The queen will be furious.
Yes.
Muhn, unfortunately, is a part of this group, which means we bear the responsibility of what happened.
Indeed.
Be waltzing in the kingdom with this representation may not bode well. You will have to do the talking. I don't know if you want advice or not, but I would say you have to speak with conviction. Use that side of your summons to bolster your backbone in speaking to someone of authority. I don't mean that you don't have the skill. I do mean that you show more compassion and conviction at times.
Right. Well,
Showing the dire need of this problem to be fixed may win her over just yet. I have faith in you.
I look over to Enders and it looks, I give you a look that is both appreciative but also kind of sad. Because it was like hearing my friend say that. Well, at any rate, Tempress is about 70 to 80 miles from here. I shall go say my goodbyes, and gather what I need in order to proceed. I don't know if you wish to join me to say goodbye to my grandmother. I'll probably say goodbye to Irilith on the way too.
We need
It's on the
to.
way.
So, Bo doesn't just look like a flat color. I mean, like, if you see the art, there's like, you know, bits of other, like, blue within him right now, but he's still like a small slime. During the conversation, like, a darker kind of element of Bo kind of, like, leaves him and, makes essentially like a rectangle, like a 6 foot by maybe 2 foot rectangle. And I just say, well, I guess, step on, I guess. I think maybe Rue jumps onto it.
Are you a skateboard right now?
Skateboard, walker later thing, yes.
Before we go anywhere, I want to say that I need to go to Brahm.
Rue is
Of
trying to
course.
do an ollie.
Ugh.
Of course.
After we speak to the sages, immediately.
It
There's
is.
someone that can help us.
How will we get to Brahm? Isn't it all the way in the northwest?
We have an airship.
There
We
are
do,
teleportation
but they haven't-
symbols as well. Maybe the queen will allow.
Okay. 'Cause-
Dire circumstances of, well, the world dying may bolster her spirits.
Right, fair. Just because there's a giant, big old hole in the world that's sucking everything in, and I didn't necessarily know if we wanted to airship it.
Right. Well, teleportation might be the only way. Well, I suppose once we get to Nocisia and we discuss things, maybe we talk more in depth in which direction we wish to go. Rom might be a good route. But I imagine making stops in Ket and perhaps Platea might be good as well, right? That's kind of the thought that we had before.
The roundabout, yes. Brahm, Ket, Platea. Rounds us back near a tower, I believe.
Right. That'll work. We can make that work.
There may be the final grounds. If there's a tower, there will be the Valkyrie. So, we must train fast within our travels.
Agreed. All right. I step on Bo to Irilith and then to Grandma. And
You
we
know,
don't
this is-
have to RP the Irilith one. We can just go straight to Grandma. I'm just saying bye.
Single
So,
tear
Bo
rolls
is
down
separate to
Irilith's
this-
cheek.
He has no idea why. The spirits are crying. But it's like Bo is separate to this thing which came out of him. That's just like basically a long blue plank. It kind of like hugs to the terrain, so it's almost as if like, you know how normally like, you know, missing texture's like pink. It's blue, and when you step on it as it moves, you're basically moving like as fast as a horse galloping without having to walk. And Bo isn't feeling very creative.
Also, just to be clear, it's just about nighttime. Like you've been out walking and doing things all day, so it's just about nighttime. It's probably on the tail end of dusk. But we'll assume that you kind of say your goodbyes to Irilith and head back to your grandmother's house. Now, is this sort of skateboard contraption that you've created here, is it like an off-road skateboard? Like one with big honking wheels? Is it a monster truck skateboard?
No, it's just like a long, flat slime.
Like a hoverboard? Or like a
hover
hover slime? That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Okay. All right, fair enough.
And also, I want to just make note, since I now kind of have a little bit of telepathy, I'm going to go ahead and I'm actually going to take the scroll back from Bo, because I'm literally always with Bo, and I'm giving my communication scroll to Irilith so I can talk to my grandma and him.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Just make note of that,
Indeed.
because I will never remember that.
I know.
Wait, you took a scroll from me?
Yeah, we had a communication scroll between you and me. So I'm taking the recipient end back, because you and I are like never separated at this the whole journey. Hopefully
Right.
we don't get separated, but I also have my telepathy where I can talk to you anyway through Navigator.
Foreshadowing.
I don't think. I mean, I don't think Bo is carrying it anyway. I think Bo
on a
was
bow
using.
bag.
Yeah, I think Bo was using you as a backpack.
Well, I told him to keep that, so hopefully not.
Sure, take it. I didn't need it, maybe.
Perfect, thank you.
Yeah, it's only got a tiny, like, bit of erosion on it, I guess.
It has the cool erosion though, you know, like it's got the burnt edges of the, you know, it
That's
really
right.
sells it as a fantasy scroll.
Mm-hmm.
It's even more fantasy than usual. But yeah,
But then Grandma is
Then
who we're gonna
Grandma.
stop at.
mm-hmm.
So, yeah, you approach, and it's probably nighttime by the time you get there. Yeah, like the forest feels a lot different as you're traveling back there. It's for all intents and purposes, it feels like a scary trip. Like the sounds are different, you know? You don't hear the sounds of, say, like the insects really, and like I feel like you probably hear a lot less. You know, you hear your footsteps more. You hear you know, foliage moving, and you hear that more than anything else.
Like
the
a horror
animals-
game.
Yeah, like the animals are significantly quieter. You know, like you can maybe like hear hunting animals and stuff in the distance, which can be kind of like, I don't know if you've ever had those kinds of nights where you really listened, but if you like listen, and you can sometimes hear animals hunting and stuff in the forest. Like if you live near a forest, or if you've been out in the forest camping or whatever, you can sometimes hear them hunting, and it's wild. Like you'll hear very strange sounds. You'll hear animals like screaming and shit, like out in the forest. And I think it's just eerie walking there, or slime boarding there.
Mm-hmm. It's like Frozone, but gooey.
And you make your way there. You can probably smell some smells of like food, and you can definitely smell the fires going, so you can probably smell that like wood burning smell happening as you approach.
Grandmother? I'll say as I kind of open the door.
Ah, Erishlith. Is that you?
Yes, Grandmother, it's me. I don't know if you've noticed. I'm sure that you have. The energy around here seems different. Did anyone tell you about the rift?
What about it? No one's told me anything. You're the only one I've seen in the last day or so.
Well, the rift has expanded. Apparently one of the towers went down.
Towers? I'm unfamiliar. What do you mean, towers?
There are, these giant towers with emberstone in them that have been controlling the spread of the rift, I believe. I think that's accurate. They're spread all around Regalia,
No.
and one of them has been destroyed.
Oh, what happened? Some sort of natural disaster.
No. Remember how I told you the Savior Muhn was our friend?
Yes, and you explained that she was not well.
Well, what we've heard is that it was her.
What do you mean? She destroyed the tower?
I don't know for sure. That's why we need to go and investigate. I am so sorry that it's been such a short stay.
Wait. Are you leaving?
I have to, grandmother.
How long? How long are you staying? What do you mean?
I'll move closer to her and I'll put my hands over her face. I love you so much.
I love you as well. Well, this is nonsense. You're not leaving.
Grandmother,
No, you've only just come back.
I know. I've left a scroll with Irilith. He's gonna come and visit you regularly, and if you want to talk to me, you'll have communication back and forth, okay? I'll write everything down for you.
Restless, you... that's... I don't understand. She's trying to... What? Why do you have to go?
Grandmother, I am one of 2 people in this world who can bring someone back from the brink of death. One of 2. I didn't ask for this. None of us did, but we're the only ones possibly capable of getting to a point where we can take her on. The only ones. We saw an entire army ravaged in front of our eyes. People died.
But you said that she was very powerful and that your friends were hurt badly. How is it going to be different?
I don't know, Grandma.
No,
You know
no,
me.
I forbid you from going. No.
Grandmother.
I may not be your mother, but I am your grandmother. And if your mother was here right now, she would forbid you to go as well.
Grandmother. I love you. So much. And I promise you that I will try with everything in my power to come back to you. I do not want to leave you. But there are certain things in life that are not fair. And if I could have given this to anyone else, I would have. But this is the power that I have, and this is the power that they have. And I know it's been 10 years, but I came back from that war. I can do it again. My friends are so strong. And there is so much potential in each and every one of them that I know that they will do anything to try to keep me safe. But the only way that all of these people here in this place that we love, that you stay safe, that Irilith, that the children of the village stay safe, is if we do something. And you know more than anything that I love this place. And I know that Mother probably would have tried to forbid it, but she's not here right now. So I need you to please, Grandmother, give me your blessing. Because I don't want to watch everyone die. I can't take it anymore.
Tears are pouring down her face. And she's kind of like rocking with sobs. And
You're so brave. You're too brave.
I am so scared, Grandmother. But if I don't look that fear in the face and push forward with my friends, if they don't do the same, all of Regalia could be doomed. And I don't want to die. But if I do, I need it to be for this, for them, for you, for something I believe in. Please, give me your blessing, and I will walk out of here with the strength to know that I can try to take on anything.
she, while you're having this conversation, she's sort of, grasping your hand tightly. And she says,
I don't understand everything that's happening. I don't understand why your friend is doing this. But I know one thing, Arislith. It's been a long time since our family's legacy was showcased in such a way. You are the future of this family. You are a hero. I believe in you. And the world will come to know your bravery like I know it, and your friends here know it. I believe in you.
I break down in tears and I hug her. Thank you. Thank you, Grandmother.
If you're going to leave, take some food.
she lets you go. She just kind of she does that thing where she's got to make sure everybody's loaded up with shit.
Quick,
Oh.
Enders, give her the nuts.
What are you talking about? Arislith has the butter.
Oh, all right. Does that mean that we have permission?
Permission?
Yeah. You said she couldn't go, right? So that's it. Job is a good one, unless you've changed your mind.
I don't remember saying that.
Huh?
You're putting words in my mouth.
She starts puttering around, finding all the food and stuff.
Perhaps for this premium nut butter, Grandmother, you will reconsider.
Premium?
It's Ordell nuts. From the finest Ordell trees in the fun. I go on a whole ramble of what the
Just reciting exactly what the
Yeah,
salesperson
by
said.
memory.
Yeah.
Oh,
Finer than the Dell trees nuts.
oh, that sounds delicious. I'll set some aside for you all as you leave.
I'll put it on the counter and begin gathering up the books and things that I need. I'm looking into basically like the my family has kind of passed down books having to do with magical symbols and arcanism and all of this other stuff. So I'm scrounging through my grandmother's little library of books that have been passed down in the family and that my mother might have left and etc. And I'll be taking those with me.
Okay.
As you're doing that, I'll walk up behind you and say, I asked once, do you have your answer now?
I wipe my eye. I'm sorry, to what?
Well, all of this. You see it preserved, do you not?
Yes.
I took my head. Conviction in your answer is the thing that, well, satisfy the ones asking. Let me put it this way. Can I count on you to do what needs to be done?
Yes.
Good.
I imagine we'll have to.
There's
If we're-
always a choice.
I
It
can't.
just lightens the burden on me.
I choose to try to protect as many people as I can, and if that means that one person has to die for it, then I
Our
am with
goal
you on that.
is not to destroy. It is to preserve. I may not have the calmness and emotional bonds and guarantees that the other side of whoever you knew has. But there is still a heart beating somewhere in here. And it beats for the people of Regalia. You are included. You are a person of Regalia. Those two, as much as they don't want to admit it, are as well.
Just, I know that you are firm in your beliefs, but just try to be the tiniest bit more gentle with Rue. I know that her answer was not what you wanted to hear, but I know that she'll choose the right thing in the end. She's a good person.
Good people. Good people don't survive all the time.
I won't let that
And
happen.
answers that are shaky without foundation lack trust.
I
It will
understand.
take time. And I
That was her
believe
best
that
friend, though, Enders. I understand that it is different for you. All I'm asking is to just be patient with her. That's all.
I will do this for you. But that
Thank you.
friend did kill her
No.
without a thought, without friendship in mind. I will not allow it to happen again.
We are united in that, then.
That's good. Convince the other two. My words are lost on the wind. And I'll help you pack up stuff.
And I
I
think
have to
from
reach dark areas, as I whispered to you, of magic. To find what I need. Once I go, there's no going back. Entropy is more take than give. There's a price for all magic. I'll stand up and I'll place a hand on your shoulder. But until then, there may be more Arcanum out there. Spirits be damned. They have a great spiritualist on their hands, for what I'm told. I tried to lift the book.
Oh yes, that tome is quite large. Sorry.
Yes.
Just pop it in the inventory. Just... And I yeet it into the ether that is my inventory.
I nod. And then I'll walk towards her grandmother and help her with whatever she's doing.
Sure. Yeah, you gather a bunch of stuff. Your grandmother prepares, like, she, like, empties out her food stores and, like,
No.
you know, gives you, there's, like, 15 bags of, like, it's, like, elvish Tupperware, you know, like, it's just filled with, it's, like, leftovers and, like, you know, there's spices and herbs and everything.
Thank God.
Like, everything's dried up, you know, like, she's just been preparing this, you know, and she, wait, if you don't, we must include the dried, we must include the dried whistle leaf. If you don't, you won't be able to season your soups properly.
Oh. Thank you, grandmother. And seeing her kind of empty everything out, I'm kind of clocking the whole kitchen, like, so I'm gonna use Navigator just to kind of poke into Irilith's head really quick. Irilith, I'm so sorry for this invasion of privacy. But my grandmother just invaded, or just eradicated everything in her kitchen, so if you could perhaps just make sure she has food in the coming days, that would be really great. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry to put so much burden on you.
Is this imaginary Arislith again? I love this dream.
Oh no, it's not imaginary. I'm not going to read too much into what it is you have just said, but among my other abilities, this is one of them. I can communicate with you so long as you're about a day's travel from me.
There's silence for way too long. It's just like a solid, like, 30 seconds of silence.
Yes, of course. I can do that.
So wait, what was that about a dream?
I'm sorry. Our connection is up. I hear
Elven
you.
dial tone.
I didn't know that there was a limitation on this power.
Are you speaking out loud when you're having these conversations?
No, it's all
Okay, thank
mental.
goodness.
But I think you'd see me kind of like moving my mouth a little bit, like
Her forehead
just like
furrows.
tapping my chin, like
That's a good thing.
So, your grandmother has many things just kind of prepared for you, and it's tons of shit. It's like somebody that brings way too much for a very short trip. Or if you have the relatives that go absolutely insane whenever any sort of family event happens and they make 800 pounds of food, like my family does, it's that. I mean, it's just a pile of stuff. It's like too much to carry.
oh, too much.
I think that's everything. She's like wipes. It's like heavy sweat from her brow. Like,
Has butter on her face.
You forgot the kitchen sink.
I can't remove that.
Grandmother, we don't need all of this.
Oh, shush. You'll take it. You'll need it. If you're going to save the world, you need to make sure you have your vitamins, and you need to make sure that you're eating properly. If you're not passing bowels well, then your entire mood will be awful.
It's true. I hate it when my bowels do not empty correctly.
I'm leaving.
Thank you, grandmother.
she's nodding sagely.
I just
I'll give her
open
a
up like
kiss on the
Kirby and-
head. Wait, I'm sorry. What the fuck were you about to say?
I open up like Kirby and take up the food into my inventory. No, I haven't eaten it, but it's there now. Okay, enjoy your poop talk. I'll be outside. And just went out.
I'm gonna give my grandmother a big kiss on her cute, wrinkly forehead. Goodbye, grandmother.
Not goodbye, Irislet. I will see you soon, yes? Not another 10 years.
I'll see you soon, grandmother.
I love you. Be safe as you can be.
I love you too.
Take care of your friends. They seem like good people. I am a little wary of, Rue, though.
Well, that makes sense. She caused a lot of havoc in our home, but I promise you she is a good person. She just has very...
I think she was responsible for all the chaos that happened.
She was, yes.
I knew it!
Yes, she was. But in her defense, it's in her nature. She is, well, she's just a chaotic person. There's a lot of fire and a lot of energy in there that she needs to get out. And I am so sorry for not having her run a couple of miles beforehand.
Well, make sure she runs when she needs to. Just like you, dear.
Yes. Yes, indeed. I took a decent amount of books with me as well. So if you end up needing anything or you need me to look anything up for you, just let Irilith know, and Irilith will send me a message and I can send that back to you both.
And be safe.
And don't give him too much of a hard time.
I will.
Aerosmith,
We have
he's
time
always
to make. Complaining and... well, he's still young. He's got no right to complain.
Come on, Iris. Are you snogging your grandma or something?
No, what a snogging. I love you, grandmother, bye! And I run out the door.
Finally.
Sorry.
I mean, I don't mean that. Anyway, we have to go.
You mean it. It's fine. I understand. I took quite a while.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
very bad at
understandable.
goodbyes.
No, it's
Okay.
It's fine.
In the interest of training and practice, like Ender said, think of a thing, like a thing to ride, a rideable thing.
A boat.
Sure. And I kind of morph into a boat with 4 legs
Ah,
that have really well-defined knees.
when we say it's adventure time. Okay. I will. How much? I'm gonna
Yep.
walk.
Every time Bo transforms now, I hear like a squishy Transformers noise. It's like, except it's not. It's like,
Yes.
and you are on your way back to the airship.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say it's less than a mile. You make it back without any issues. Again, that the forest is just that eerily silent sort of sounds. You know, you hear significantly less. It's like 90% quieter than it was when you got here. And yeah, as you arrive to the airship, you find it kind of exactly the same. There's just a thick coating of pollen on everything. But it looks intact. It looks fine.
All right. I
You
plan
ready,
out the
Greg?
map. I'll just plan out the map and point to the different areas. And we're not. I mean, obviously, we're not going to fly directly to the Queen. We probably have to go to a border control or some sort of, whatever they have.
Yes, whatever sort of entryway into Temperance.
Yeah. So we want to make sure we follow the regulations of whatever we need to.
Okay.
and be on our way. I'll show Greg.
Absolutely.
and
You begin to
I'll sit
communicate to
in the
Greg,
seat.
and
Down
yeah, I
here.
mean, Greg will start like chatting. By the way, as soon as you start doing this, and he's pointing to like various spots on the map. I don't know if Bo is nearby, but
I'll be close enough.
yeah, Greg is basically saying, "Yeah, I've been there before. It's well, airships do get there, but they don't like a lot of noise and stuff. So we just have to kind of do what we did here, and they have a sky dock just outside of the city, and it'll probably be good if we stop there and don't actually stop in the city."
All right. I can also fly us down, but you know, I can only carry like 2 people.
It's fine. I'll find a way down.
You
Okay.
really don't want to ride Bo, do you? Even if he's 3x faster than walking, according to the rules.
Is that whole thing about trust? No.
Oh,
Not
the
yet,
slime that saved
anyway.
his life.
So I imagine Greg will start to get things started up with the engines and whatnot. After you give him some instructions, Rue is already in the pilot seat, making noises, and like she's sitting inside of one of those plastic kitty cars, like turning the stick and whatnot.
The decoy.
Yeah. Yeah, she's just getting ready while Greg is getting the engines started up. And shortly thereafter, we can start to see things turn on, and Greg probably pipes up,
All right, here we go.
Places, everyone.
Where places? Start. Ready? You're a poop deck.
We're talking about poop a lot today.
Yes, and nuts and bowels and flushing. You know, ready, Enders?
Ready, Enders? I say with the blender in my hand. I'm tossing food in there to make something for Greg.
Okay, I'll distract Greg from that, and we'll be on our way.
well, the kitchen's not in the same area, but I imagine it's probably a horrific noise, the same kind of noise that...
Grinding, yeah.
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 And the airship takes off into the sky. Meanwhile, in a very different place, a much colder place, and waking up, we find Muhn kind of in a horrible sleeping position. Muhn, you are you are extremely cold. First of all, you just now realize that you've kind of made like a little nest in the snow here, as around you can see beautiful mountains and vista. In view, you also see a city sitting upon a lake, and it looks a bit like this, as this frozen vista and fog kind of rolls past. Daylight, Muhn, has smacked you in the face. You realize that you are in the snow on the ground, as you must have passed out or something, Moon. You're just kind of in the snow on the stone. It looks like you're kind of not quite at the top of a mountain, but kind of, maybe like 100 feet up or so from sea level from where you are.
Huh. Is that the only thing out here?
Oh no, there is a city that you can see that looks quite fancy down below in the valley.
Oh. Whew. I exhale, I can start to see my breath, and it's so cold that as I exhale, it's like the humidity catches and starts to become little crystals in the air. And I trudge forward in the snow, sort of leaving deep footprints because there's a lot of snow, so I'm having to pick up my feet pretty high. Ugh, that is so bright.
City down in the valley looks significantly more advanced than a lot of the rest of Regalia that you've seen. Probably close to what you saw when you were in Cryptia, but different. It's a different sort of technology. It looks more futuristic than maybe Earth's technology. The place is surrounded by what appears to be this red, pinkish sort of hue. The walls around this city are embedded with various bits of this reddish pink glow. You can see there are several towers around the city, one central rising up above the rest of the buildings in the city. A sort of like white pinkish kind of glow seems to be emanating from it and the other towers around this area. There are roads, there are vehicles moving about, there are people. This isn't a gigantic city. It's not nearly as big as Cravenstone rather. But what you do see is impressive, and you realize you haven't been to this city before.
Huh.
But I think pretty much right away you realize that you are in Itesa.
Whoa.
It's been a while since you've been here, maybe a couple years.
I slowly make my way into the town square area where it might look really busy.
Well, once you approach the city itself, you can see like there are walls and things and this kind of hum that is emanating from the border. As you get close, it's that feeling of like standing near static electricity. You know, you can feel your hair kind of like poofing out a little bit. You can feel like the hairs on the back of your neck and your arms and your hands just kind of standing straight up.
I make my way closer. Is there a gate or anything I need to pass through?
So there's no like gate. The walls just kind of like form around these kind of like highways that are entering this place, and you can see there's signs and things that are up. They're not exactly the same as like street signs, say, like in the United States. They're a little bit different. They're probably like I imagine they're probably hung like on a post, and they're more like vertical, and they have various languages on them. And you can see these languages and you kind of like inherently understand what they say. There's one that says, veterans from Asgore, please head this way. The Adventuring Guild is, you know, and they have like directions for the Adventuring Guild. if you're looking for a place to stay, we have many hotels in town. Please find the one that is most acceptable to you.
I like that hotel option. Is it pointing in any sort of direction?
Yeah, there'll be some arrows and whatnot. And you can see there's other signs in town as well.
Oh, I have a look around. Are there people?
Oh yeah, there's people walking around. I think the kind of look of most of the people here, there's a lot of like Asian features. I think a lot of like skin is a bit paler, and you tell immediately like the technology looks different than you saw in Cryptia. The technology that's about here is, again, it's more futuristic than we have on Earth at this time. If you had to like make a comparison, I would imagine it's probably like looking 50 years into the future, almost something like that. Whatever kind of visuals that creates for you. There's the aesthetic here is kind of clean, and you can see that there are there's lots of like it's very clean, it's very organized, and it's very like it looks high tech, it looks impressive.
I shuffle along.
There's a bunch of people. There's a bunch of people around. You know, they're just kind of going about their day.
All right. Well, I'm not going to try and look inconspicuous. I'm just going to walk along. But definitely looking for that hotel. So I think that's where I'm going to follow that sign. Hotel. I guess I'm kind of sleepy. So I start trudging along that way.
Okay, sure.
Still pretty cold.
They begin to look for a hotel and whatnot. It doesn't take you too long. You can see that there's a few buildings that kind of look taller. You can see, I mean, people are walking around. They're talking and stuff. They seem very friendly. I mean, everybody's just kind of, you know, like they're acknowledging each other's presence. Like as they walk past them, a few people nod to you and smile.
Hi.
Hello. Good day.
It's a welcome change, and I'm thinking this. It's a welcome change from a lot of different places lately. And I scan the crowd.
Yeah.
Nobody here is undead.
Doesn't appear so.
Okay, great.
If you want to
it
take
might
like
look a little weird because I've just stopped like mid
I mean,
walk
if
and like
you-
looking around like
if you want to start like really being obnoxious about how investigative you're being, you can do that, and that'll be a roll.
Well, yes, actually, because I think in my mental, it would be very much like, is anybody here gonna try and jump me? Is anybody trying to start a scene? So I guess my next, I'd want to do like an insight check, I guess. For
Okay.
that.
Yeah. Insight. And you're just trying to get the vibe. It
Yeah.
seems like. Okay. Sure.
Yes. Okay. Is that
Just
just
open.
general open check? Okay. Well, that's just an 8.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, just the surface stuff that you imagine is like, yeah, people are seeming, this just seems like a city, and people genuinely seem kind of nice here.
Okay. I keep walking along, and it's like that. If we're gonna animate this, everybody's just like, hello, and Muhn's like, oh, hi. It's like jumpy at everything.
Absolutely. Yeah, the people are. It's mostly like nods. How you doing? You know, a lot of those.
Right.
How you doing? Morning.
Yeah, I'm trudging along, and I'm feeling pretty good. I don't feel like hungry, but definitely like, all right, maybe
Your
maybe a
stomach
nap.
is definitely grumbling.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Huh, so I have an appetite.
Uh-huh.
Do I smell any food?
Oh yeah. Yeah, absolutely. There's definitely like various kinds of I imagine there's probably like a lot of fish vendors that are about.
I don't even know if I got my meal beforehand. I'm pretty sure I just went and started decking dudes in the street.
Yep.
So I didn't get a meal.
You did not eat.
I haven't eaten. And that was like,
Yep.
oh, I am hungry. And I start like kind of following my nose. The hotel has been put on hold until further notice, and there's like this general like smells like oranges. I go that way.
Okay. You begin to follow your nose, and yeah, you begin to pick up on. I mean, there's some street food type places about. You can see that there's like there's just, you know, like people selling fish and veggies and fruit and stuff, and various stands that are about. They look way different though. They're not like, it's not like the equivalent of like going downtown or something and seeing, you know, like stalls like you would normally see in our time. There's a different kind of setup. What you will see is like robotic like carts and things like scooting past you, and like, you know, there's you know, like the robot food delivery type things that are starting to crop up now. It's a little bit like that. You see like, you know, you see people's robots like scooting past, and you see you know, there's probably people like loading stuff up, and you know, there's screens and stuff where you can put orders in as you go past.
Ooh, man. And I'm just looking around, looking at all the different steins and stuff, and I hear a sizzle, and all of a sudden it's like, what's frying? What's sizzling? And I follow the sizzle as well as the smell.
Yeah, this one, as you approach, there's a food stall. Again, they're like high tech. They're super clean, and you can see that it doesn't appear like there's a lot of interaction with customers. There's people like waiting in line to put in orders and stuff. I think you can see people have like a few handheld devices. Like, they're not quite phones, but they're probably something similar to like phones that they have. A few people are like putting in devices, and you can see them like putting them in receptacles and stuff like that. And you'll see like orders showing up on screens, and there's like a queue for them. But the place that you've gone to is Titan Fish. Titan Fish.
Titan fish.
Like in big, like a titan.
A big fish. And I look down. Whoa! That's a big fish.
And they appear to have various kinds of fish dishes. If you know like a sausage roll, like the Brad's always trying to sell me on, you know, Greg's sausage rolls. Is like, if you come to the UK, you have to have a Greg sausage roll. It's standard. They have like some kind of fish pastry fried thing that's going on. They have just various kinds of fried fish, but they've got a lot of information about like Titan fish, and like it's very nutritious, and like it has all these different nutrients and stuff listed on there. And
I try to make eye contact with the cook, the vendor. Oh, excuse me.
You just have to put your order in there.
Right, yes, of course. How do I, and I look around, and I look for a tablet or the same kind of device that everybody else seems
Are
to be
you from
holding.
Asgore?
Oh, yes, I just came from Asgore.
we have this problem all the time. It's fine.
So you queue up in line over here, and then you take one of those devices,
Okay,
and you
great.
you push the picture for what you want. Okay, and we have magic that tells a little man inside of this box what you want, and then this little man comes and speaks to me, and I give you the order.
Okay. About how long does that take?
Well, it depends. The queue, it has a timer on it. You should see there. And he points, and you see it's like there's like
Okay.
a 5-minute wait.
Sure. Got it. Thanks for the advice. And I sort of start looking at it and
We're happy to have you
Scrolling.
here in Itesa.
thank you. Happy to be here.
Smiles and like gets back to work. You know, like, okay, I gotta work. Like, shut the fuck and go do the thing. Like, he turns
Right.
around. Yeah.
Oh jeez. And I'm sort of like idly trying to figure out how to work this thing. Like, I just want food. How give food.
Yeah.
And I
It's
sort
really-
of tap.
They make it like really simple. It's like they've got pictures and you just push the picture for the thing that you want.
And I think I don't know if it has another language on it, but there's a picture, and it's like this fried basket of something, and it's got like little steaming like vapor marks on it, and it looks like it's accompanied by some kind of like
It's
green
just like
sauce.
it's just a video of the thing. Like it's
Oh,
just like,
cool.
yeah, like, you know, you hover your finger over it and then it like, you know, the video plays. You know, it
Ugh.
just it's like it's a static picture. You hover your finger over it and then the video plays.
I kind of look at it for like a few seconds, like, wow. And I press it,
Yep. You push it.
or I hover over it.
Yeah, you push it and you see the order pop up on the bigger screen, like just off to the
Whoa.
side of the stall.
Oh. And I look at it kind of like, that's my order.
And it shows like 1 times and then it has the picture.
I put the device back. I put it down where I got it. Clap my hands together. Oh. Wait. I haven't paid. How do I pay? They didn't tell me how to pay. I put the device down and go shuffle back in. Kind of just wait to be called out.
Yeah, I mean, you can see people going through the process. So you can see people just kind of like waiting for the food. They're just chatting and stuff. And as people are going up, you can see that they are saying their order number. Then they are presented with the price, and then they're just paying the Zenit, and then they leave with their order.
Okay. Do I have an order number?
Yeah, you saw it would probably been like 5 or 6.
Okay, all right, great. Got that in mind, and I just sort of twiddle my thumbs, look around, try to act natural.
Oh yeah, this is such a wild experience. And again, you've been to Itesa before. You would have been to Cormax, which is the capital of Itesa, which is significantly bigger than this. Itesa doesn't have like really villages per se. It has 3 really like it has 3 bigger cities. This is the smallest, and I think you have that information. You know, like Echo Shade was one of the 3 cities in Itesa, and it's the smallest of the 3. People usually come here. This is like where people from Asgore will usually come and begin their adventures. So there's a bunch of adventuring guilds and stuff here, and you're seeing lots of helpful information all over the place about like, you know, so you want to slay a kaiju. Well, it's not as easy as you think. You know, stuff like that. You'll see these little ads and stuff all about. And you see a lot of that kind of thing. You're going to see like a lot of information about like kaijus, and you see like there's like
5 or 6 different pictures of kaiju. There's like anatomy of a kaiju, and it's got like it'll have like little cartoony kaijus, like doing various like anime poses and shit on these like advertisements, and you'll see like a bunch of like comic like warriors from Asgore, and you'll see people from Itesa like banding together and like like fighting them in stylized ways.
Huh. I just kind of chuckle.
It's very accessible.
Yeah. Okay, because that's how you take down a kaiju. Right. Huh. I kind of cross my arms.
There's also like a lot of different kinds of music and stuff playing in various places. You can see like they have like a very lots of people are enjoying like music and stuff around here. Make me an insight open check as well, please.
11.
Okay. I'm gonna say you also recognize the fact that some of the city is clearly powered by Emberstone. It appears like they are using a bunch of different kinds of technology, but these towers that seem to be around the city with these sort of projections emanating from them appear to be at least powered by Emberstone. But
Okay.
It does appear there's different kinds of power sources as well. You see, I think probably you see like, I imagine there's lots of screens and things that you're looking at, and that power has got to come from someplace.
Sure.
I'm not quite sure what that would be, but there is definitely some Emberstone technology here.
Okay. I look around. I look at all the different screens. Huh. This place is definitely alive. With something.
And I mean, people are driving like vehicles and stuff around. I mean, you saw that kind of thing in Cryptia as well. But yeah, it appears that you can't really like. They're obviously not making like combustion engine sounds as they're moving about. It's kind of making like kind of sounds. As far as like flying cars and things, there's probably a few vehicles that are flying about, but I think most are probably on the ground.
Well, my first plan is to get some food. Then my next plan is to get a map. And then my next plan is to get a plan. Because I feel like all I've been doing is going from city to city to city to city. And just casually destroying things. Oh, ha! That's me! And I've got my yes! I come over and I've got my tablet and I put it down. Right here.
Yes, that will be 7 zenny.
Hang on a second, I've got it in here. And I counted out. 1, 2, 3. Change clatters on the table. All right. That should be it. Thank you. And I take the basket of the Titan fish thing.
Yeah. I imagine it probably looks like, like it's kind of like fish and chips, that kind of equivalent. Yeah, it's huge. Like they're huge pieces of fish and chips.
Oh, wow. And I take it over to like this, I guess, table area where you can kind of stand around, and I place it and I just look at it like, wow,
again,
it's the most beautiful thing.
This place is extremely accessible. I feel like, what this place is kind of like in my head? I think this probably, if you've ever seen like Star Trek The Next Generation, like when they go to Earth or when they show like socialist utopia Earth, it looks like that. Like everything's really clean. They have lots of accessible things.
Yeah.
There's just like places to go sit down, and it's beautiful. I mean, there's beautiful. It's snow. I mean, it's cold. It's snowy, beautiful vistas around you. So there's not a lot of greenery, but there's a beautiful lake, and it's very, very pleasant.
Oh, I find a little spot to sit. It's kind of like this nook next to what I can only presume holds flowers in a warmer environment, but there's this like pottery next to me, and I sort of sit back and have my fish, and I'm staring at it a little bit longer. Place it down, take the whole thing, and I just essentially go to town on this fish.
Oh man. It is, I mean, it hits the spot, Moon. It hits the spot. It's so good.
Does it come with any sauce?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, comes with sauce. And I started
Probably-
dipping it wildly in the sauce.
Yeah, I imagine you probably had like a choice when you know, did your order of like what kind of sauce you wanted. So they probably had something like sweet. They probably had something spicy, and you had
It's
to
like
pick.
a spicy lime something. I don't even know. I just keep dipping in the this little tub. And as people are walking by, they probably would just see somebody like, oh yeah, oh my gosh, wow, oh, this is so good. This is the best meal I've had ever.
There's a few looks, like people are sharing some looks as they walk past, but then there's like a few kids like giggling and stuff like that. You can also see from your position here, Moon, breaking through the clouds, this kind of red sort of storm. It looks very far away, but I think you recognize, like, you can see the maelstrom from here.
Huh.
It's pretty fucking far away, but for some reason it's kind of clear for you.
I finished my fish. I grab my napkin. And I stand up. Thank you. I yell that at the vendor.
Yeah, they just kind of like wave. All right, next order up.
I start looking for the hotel signs again.
Not
And
hard
this
to
time I'm
find.
also on the hunt, on the lookout for any sort of map, not just of Itesa, but of the general region, because I'm pretty lost still.
Yeah. Very accessible. You do not have to make a roll for this. This is probably just going to take you a few minutes to find. They have maps of Echo Shade, just like brochures that are typically around.
Okay.
But if you're looking for something like a world map or something, you probably have to look a little bit harder. I imagine it takes you like a little bit of time to find this. And maybe 10 minutes or so of looking. And yeah,
Pop my
there's
head into a couple inns, like maybe, like, you know, one of those like swinging things that goes around. It's got like the postcards on it. I'm like,
gift shop. Yeah, the little shitty wire racks.
Yeah, there's like a bunch of names where it's like, pick your name here, and it's like a bunch of fantasy names, you know, but it's like no recognizable names. Like it's shit in a gift shop, you know. You'd see that it's like,
keychains.
yeah, it's like
Boards.
hog roast
Boards.
and bumpkin, and like, okay, yeah, none of those are my names. Okay, all right. And I leave and I start looking, and I think eventually I come upon something that looks like oh, big map.
Yeah,
Big map.
This would probably be again. It's a lot more like futuristic. So it's pictures and pushing buttons and stuff. Just it's like vending machines.
So
a lot of that kind of.
Physical map.
There is, but like to select what you want, it feels like it's. I think it's more vending machine kind of
okay.
situations.
I go
Yeah.
up and there's like a push a button.
Yeah, there's probably a map. I imagine for 5 Zenit, something like that.
I jingle out 5 more Zenit.
It's a general.
Insert.
It's like a general world map. Regalia.
I unfold it.
It's kind of like an atlas.
Okay. All right. I think I know where I am. Do I know where I need to be? No. I fold up the map. I keep walking. And now I'm back outside, and it's cold again. Maybe a coat. Maybe a coat. I sure keep ending up in cold areas. Now I'm also scanning not only for a hotel or an inn, but maybe some kind of clothing shop, some kind of wardrobe.
Absolutely. Yeah, so there's there is falls. I think you would no, it would be Quartermaster Fall. And there's like signs up about the Fall collection. FAHL.
Quartermaster Fall collection. Huh. Is this over a storefront?
Yeah, it would be Quartermaster Falls.
Okay,
It looks like a Banana Republic.
I slowly push the door in.
Yep. Music immediately, bombards you as you enter.
I am extremely disheveled from everybody else in this clothing store right now. This probably looks pretty rough. Okay, big coat.
Yeah, there's a few people in here. There's lots of like winter clothing around.
Okay, anything that looks furry?
For sure. Yeah.
For sure.
That's the name of the line.
For sure.
Specifically.
Okay, I'm looking for something. It looks oversized, right? Like perhaps like bear skin.
Well, yeah, it's so they have like Sun Bear, which is kind of like orange and yellow in colors. But yeah, it's like really warm. It actually radiates some warmth. Like if you put your hand near it, it feels warmer near the clothing.
Wow. Oh. What else do they have?
Yeah, I mean, they've got sort of typical kind of jackets. The fur stuff, like they've got different kind of, I imagine different kinds of furs. So they would have probably like white howler fur, which is, it's just kind of like white and maybe a touch of blue in it. They have gray howler furs. Gray howlers, sun bear furs, white howler furs. Those are the ones that you would be seeing common in here.
I'll take the sun bear fur. At least that seems warm. And I pull it off of a rack.
Oh yeah, the fur is probably pretty coarse, but it's definitely warm.
Okay, great. I look around for any sort of vendor. Any way I can purchase this?
Yeah, sure. So there's like, I imagine there's just kind of like these different stands that are up throughout the store. And you can see there's some kind of like, it looks like it's like a self-checkout. It's reminiscent of like a self-checkout kind of thing.
Okay.
There's definitely like people working in here. They're kind of going about their business. You can see a few people like chatting here and there, like somebody asking for some advice, like, does this color go with my shoes? There's employees that are working here, but they appear to like have you check yourself out.
Okay. I run it under this scanner thing.
Yeah, immediately it recognizes what's going on. You don't even have to like put it like underneath the scanner. You just bring it nearby, and you see like another screen that kind of like pops up like the item that you just grabbed. Have you ever gone to like you know, like if you use your credit card with the chip in it, like if you just hover it near some of those credit card machines, some of them are really sensitive. Like if I go to Chipotle, I can have it in my wallet, in my pocket, and it will pick up my other cards. Sometimes I have to like be really careful and like hold the card out ahead of time to do it.
Jeez.
This is on that side where it's like
Okay,
super
so it's really
sensitive.
it knows.
Yep.
Oh, and it like makes a beep before I even start to hold it up. Did I do it? And I kind of recoil at it because I'm scared of what I don't know. How do I pay? How do I pay? How does it know? And I put on the...
Yeah, there's like a clear sign like, insert Zenit here.
Oh.
There's like big arrows, and they're like flashing and moving.
Thanks. Just a giant neon sign. Muhn, pay here. I insert the coins like, oh, grumble.
Chat said it earlier that Muhn is basically a boomer here.
Yeah.
This is definitely, it's like trying to explain to grandma how to use a computer. Yeah. That's what it feels like.
Okay, all right. Great. And then I throw the fur around me and hug it tighter like,
oh, it's so warm.
It's like being next to, it's being next to a heater, or pulling out a blanket out of a dryer, like a fresh blanket. It's like, oh wow. And I walk out.
Thank you for your purchase.
Oh, you are welcome. Thank you. I walk outside feeling so much warmer. Toasty.
There, you can see like people from Asgore just kind of like having a more extreme reaction than you. You know, like, what is this?
They have fish. I ordered fish before. Very good.
Yeah, they're just kind of like wandering around. They've got
Poor
like
Asgore
sauce on
people.
their face. They've got, you know, they look like tourists. They've got like shitty caps on and like. I went to Itesa and all I got was this lousy t-shirts, you know?
Yeah. Oh, that's great.
Number 1 kaiju killer, you know?
Yup.
Shit
Yep.
like that.
Yep. Get kaiju ears. If they have ears. Okay. I'm covered in my fur and my sun bear's feeling nice and warm. Let's go. Trudging.
Okay, and this would have been like 50 Zenit?
Okay. I don't even remember how much I actually have. It's all bows anyway. I still am reminded of that every time I spend money. Just thinking somewhere out there, bow is. Just wondering where it all went.
Let's see. You had 300.
Spent like a good 60, 70, I think.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay. We'll
Make
keep
note
moving.
of that someplace.
Yes. I've got it running. I know. I'm off and running. I'm looking for a hotel now that I've got some food in me. Got a nice new cape.
Yeah. It's not hard to find a hotel. Probably takes you a couple minutes. Signs are like everywhere. It's very, very helpful all around town. There's definitely like groups of badasses walking around too. You know, it's like these people from Asgore, you know, those veterans that you met, you know, when you're in Sphalark. Like there's people from Asgore walking around, and there's stuff like mind your manners, you know, like happy little slogans that are around town, and the people from Asgore are like, what the fuck is this? Definitely rough around the edges. There's people that are just kind of like walking around, but everybody seems kind of like, you know, totally chill. How do they fight monsters here? You know, like shit like that. Like they're just kind of walking around bewildered. But there are as well people from Itesa that are wearing some pretty like high tech, not like I would equate it with like Iron Man shit walking around. There's guards that are walking around with like powered armor.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I look at the powered armor. Nice.
Yeah, you can see them. They seem like pretty helpful, I guess. You know, in various locations around the city. But the armor's impressive. It's clean. It's, you know, it looks like it could take a good hit. And from what you can tell, it looks like they are. It doesn't have that kind of like Fallout style. I think it'd probably be closer to like, you know, the Iron Man aesthetic.
Sure,
more
a
than
bit
anything.
sleeker.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
sleeker. It's not super bulky or anything. But it does appear like, you know, they're loaded for bear. Like if shit goes down.
Well, shit has gone down every single place I've visited so far, so I'm just gonna keep that in mind. I walk up to a screen that says check in.
Yeah, it would be something like that. Yeah, if you head inside the hotel, there's probably just like a check-in area. It's very straightforward and kind of simple.
I walk up to the screen and kind of like wave, and then it's like blink, hello, in like a bunch of different languages. Oh, check in. Your name. And I type out Jan and input.
Hello, Jan.
Whoa.
How many nights will you be staying with us?
How many nights will I be staying? How many nights do I need? 2 nights, please.
2 nights. That will be 50s in it.
Okay. And I, once again, get out this handful of what looks like change, you know, in this totally digital world, and I just sort of like clang it on this deposit area and kind of watch it fall in.
Thank you for your payment. We'll ready your room. It should be ready in 15 minutes.
Great, thank you. I say
You're
it.
welcome. And thank you for staying with the Red Hammer Inn.
I thumbs up and kind of walk away. I look at a seating area that looks kind of cozy and go and sit down on what looks like a couch.
Yeah, I mean, it's that normal hotel lobby kind of look. They put all those big comfy couches in there.
Right, maybe a fireplace in there somehow. And I twiddle my thumbs a bit.
There's brochures and shit everywhere. There's lots of screens that have all this like helpful information on it.
Is there anything that would be displaying the news?
Make an insight, and this is going to be a roll check. Difficulty will be 10.
Okay. It's a 7 failure.
If there is, nothing in sight.
Okay. I am nervous. Just thinking of how much longer it's going to take before things start to catch up here. I know I'm far from the maelstrom, but I don't know how far I am from the maelstrom. And I kind of vacillate all these different thoughts in my head as I'm sitting there just completely silent, snuggled up in my warm sun bear coat.
It's nice and warm. Yeah, there's a few people that like sit down, you know, probably nearby. Oh, hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, so I'm thinking later we can maybe check out one of those hikes. Yes, but what about the kaiju? Oh, don't worry. The magical, the technology and the magic that they have in the walls of the city keep the kaiju at bay. But what if a kaiju actually attacks the city? Well, they poke and prod sometimes, but
they're sent away. It's usually not that big of a deal. Not that big of a deal. They're as big as mountains. Yes, yes. But again, people here in Itesa are used to it. If there is a kaiju that does poke and prod, they will usually send the adventuring guild out and either drive it away or try to kill it. Oh, I don't understand why people live here. Look around, it's beautiful. What do you mean? Well, there are threats everywhere here, darling. If I had to choose a place to move to, it would be here. Look at how beautiful the view is. It's incredible. There's monsters everywhere. There's less of them here, I think, because of the kaiju. Plus, you have, well, some very experienced adventurers that move through this place. I guess. Oh, sorry if we're being too chatty.
Oh, no, don't mind me. I'm just tired after a long day. No worries.
Long day. The day's just started.
Been up all night. One
Oh.
of those crazy night jobs. Just trying to get some rest here, traveling. What about you two? Are you from Itesa or around the area?
Oh, no. Well, we're kind of all over the place. Our family are merchants. Yes, our business takes us from Brom to Platea to, well, we even have some business that we do in Asgore, and of course Itesa. I personally, I love Echo Shade. This is a wonderful city. It's
Yes.
much quieter than Cormax.
I would agree with you there. Yeah, a lot of it is very new to me as well. I'm one of those old-fashioned people that still does things with pen and paper and not necessarily on screen. So,
Yes, well, the world is a very varied place. We have, it's, well, it can be scary, but I love it. I love traveling. This is exactly the right job for me.
good. I'm glad it's suiting you, and just take care of yourselves out there. I heard you talking. There are monsters everywhere. And at this, it's like a scene that's like, we flip to Muhn's face, but it's just like, and completely devoid of color and like just really sad and awful. But you're seeing this smile right now that's like, just be careful out there.
Yes, we will try. Where are you from?
Oh, I'm actually from Koga. So,
Oh,
long way from home.
yes,
Yeah,
I've never been. Is it nice?
it is very nice, yes. If you like airships, air travel, oh, it's the best you can get. The views, absolutely incredible. And I will say, what we might lack for in culture, we make up for in hospitality. I've never been a place where I felt safer and like the people who were there were truly there to fight for me and keep me safe.
Do you mind if I ask you, do you have any family in Stormwatch? We've only heard a few things, but is everything all right there?
At first I draw a blank, and do I know anything about Stormwatch?
You can make insight and insight. I'm gonna make this difficulty 8.
Okay, insight. It's a 9 success.
Yeah, so Stormwatch is on the coast of Koga. It is one of the primary research facilities for the Stormveil Rift. And it's on the western coast of Koga.
Let's see. Well, I can't say I have visited in some time. Has there been a recent development there?
They like look at each other for a second. You don't have any friends or loved ones there, do you?
No, not as far as I'm aware. Unfortunately, I've been out on business, so I haven't been paying much attention to the news.
Well, it's only recent, but it appears that the rift has caused some damage to a few places, but Stormwatch was hit pretty hard. It's expanded from what they can tell. It's been on the news a lot.
I see. And Stormwatch was one of the places affected.
Yes.
Well, that's very sad.
Yes. I don't know many of the details, but what I think my husband is saying is that well, it wasn't destroyed, from what we understand. It was well, lots of strange things happened there. Like, there was word that the many of the towers were moved. And some of the people were changed. There were some deaths too.
How do you mean changed?
I don't know exactly, but there was news that they were changed into something else, like objects.
Well, that's terrifying. And I'm processing this as I'm wondering what it is that the maelstrom actually does when it gets larger. No, I haven't been recently, but no, that sounds horrible. Maybe it's a good time to go back and be a part of the fight that I grew up with.
Well, I don't think the whole city was wiped out, but a good portion of it was changed by the rift. There was some other places. I think I heard Clatterpoint was changed as well.
And at this, I raised my eyebrows. Clatterpoint? Why Clatterpoint? Why anything, really, but...
The rift has expanded. It's reached Clatterpoint now.
I know it's expanded. Listen, you don't have to relay all of this for me. You're just out here enjoying your travel, and I don't want to bring the mood down or anything, but who knows? I'm on business here for a little longer, but thank you for sharing this with me. Just keep yourself safe.
Of course. You as well. Don't worry. I'm sure the people of your people of Koga and Synthoris and the Milifax, and I'm sure everyone has a plan here in Itesa as well. Who knows? Maybe the Savior will come and
save us all again.
Wouldn't that be nice? And then, like, the scene cuts to me eating mushrooms in the cave. Yeah, who knows? Hopefully. But until then, just keep yourselves warm and all that.
You too. I like your jacket.
Oh, thank you.
That's Sun Bear?
Sun Bear.
Yes.
Just got it today from Quartermaster Fall. Pretty poppin' place in there. It's my first time.
Oh, yes. I haven't been, but we'll go check it out maybe today.
You should. You should. They have was it Fowler? They have some fur there that's definitely unique.
We'll have a look. Should we get going? I think our friends are ready. Oh, yep, there they are. Okay. Have a nice
Good
day.
talking with you.
Get up
And I
start
kind
to
of
head out.
retreat further into my sun bear. And I start to get a little sleepy because it's nice and warm.
Yeah. People just kind of walk by, go about their business.
Has my room been called yet?
It didn't say that you were going to get a call. They just said it was going to be about 15 minutes. They would have given you, like, a key. It would have just been, like, one of those plastic key card things.
I look at it. Does it have the room number on it?
Yep.
Huh. Okay. It's time to act like I know what I'm doing. I stand up and I head towards really anything that looks like it's a deeper part of the hotel or some kind of elevator.
Yeah, they'll have an elevator.
Okay. I wave the key card in front of it, hoping
open.
that it does something.
Yeah, pops open.
I step
Welcome
in.
to the Red Hammer Inn.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And it's oddly quiet in there. The doors close. I'm perched up against like this bar on the back, and I look up and there's a mirror. I'm like, ooh. And I say out loud, oh, I look really rough, don't I?
You definitely look like you've seen better days. You desperately need a shower. Like, you're covered in blood. You're covered in like a bunch of filth. It's a good thing you bought that jacket, because otherwise most of that would have been significantly more visible.
Yeah. I wait for the door to open. Whoa. Oh. Is it just like a corridor?
There's a view when you get out of the elevator, though. You can see there's windows like opposite the elevator. And they have like a little lobby for the floor.
Huh. Cool.
You can see like mountain view. And just a little bit of the rift.
Wow. This place really is beautiful.
Snow
I'm glad
is
I got 2
falling.
nights. I make my way to... What number is it?
Make one up.
410.
Hilarious. I was imagining 408 in my head.
That's weird. That's weird. So I head down to 410. 400 this way. And it's quiet up here. You can hear my footsteps and I'm kind of clanging around. You can hear like my shield clanging into the sword, and just like a bunch of pots and pans, but oh, feels nice and toasty. And I head towards...
I think at the end of the hall,
410.
you could probably see somebody that's clearly from Asgore with like an ice bucket, and and it looks like they're drinking from it. Ah,
That water is good.
Glad they're getting refreshed.
they see you, they like see you in the distance.
It's just mine.
Understood. Not trying to take your water.
They clomp off into their room.
I pass them by. I hear chattering as the door closes. And then I think I make my way to 410. 410, this is it. I wave the key card.
Door, you hear like a click and the door opens a little bit. You know, like it like when the lock is unleashed, there's like a little like, you know, like the door just kind of like opens up.
Mm-hmm.
You just barely have to push it to open it.
Doesn't even creak. It just opens.
It's a different layout than I imagine you're expecting from a typical like hotel room. I imagine that it's not as cramped. They give you like this looks like a suite. The beds are covered in furs, and the I should say bed. You would have gotten one. There's it's more of a. I think it's more of like a circular kind of shape. So it's
Is
a
there
different.
view?
Yeah, it does.
Oh.
The room is big, and it's sort of a circular kind of shape. It's not a typical hotel layout. It would it looks almost like, you know, those like retreat type places that have like, you know, like it'll crop up on your feet or something. It's like,
Yeah.
would you love to go here or
Yeah.
here or here? You know, it's one of those.
Okay. Well, this is legit. Huh. And I take a look around and take off the sun bear coat and lay it on the couch. And I go over and look at the window.
Sure. You head
What
over
does
to
view
the
look
window.
like there?
I mean, it's a mountainside view. Actually, I'll tell you what. Roll me a D2.
Okay.
See if it's mountainside or lakeside.
2.
Yeah, mountainside.
Cool. Wow. I just stand there for a second looking at the mountains.
It's just a gentle snow outside.
Oh.
It's like
So
flurries.
different from Cryptia. Somehow it even looks warmer here, even though it's probably the same temperature. Doesn't make sense. Is there any kind of like heating apparatus in the room?
None that you can see.
No.
It's
No
comfortable in
candles
here.
or anything?
It's comfortable.
Okay.
Candles? No candles.
Okay. Dang. How about a tub?
So if you start looking for like a restroom, you find one. Again, it's not the typical kind of like hotel layout. You know, every hotel room you walk into, it's like bathroom is on your left, like right there, like as soon as you walk in. It's not that. You walk in and it's more homey. Like it's, you know, like, hey, there's a coat rack and like you can, you know, a place to put your shoes and, like take off your armor and stuff like that. And there's like a weapon rack that's here and like
Weapon rack.
yeah. And
I
there's
start hanging up my weapons.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
One for the
And-
shield. Wow.
Yeah, there is a bathroom. It's just kind of laid out differently, and I imagine, there. I get constant memes from Brad with cuck chair TikToks, but there's no cuck chair bathroom situation
goodness.
here. Yeah, this is just like, yeah, it looks just like a pleasant kind of bathroom. There's a yes, Meyer, it's a thing. It exists. It's horrific. There's just weird stuff. You'll be able to see into the bathroom from the bed, like this wild stuff.
Whoa.
But no, in this one, this is private. They'll, it's I imagine that it's probably like it's not like, you know, like a tiled experience. There's probably like, I imagine like there's stone here. You know, they use like stone for the countertops and stuff like that.
Maybe like a spa element instead of tile, like wood and stone.
Yeah.
Cool. I go back to hang up my sun bear coat because I noticed that they have racks for everything. So I'm gonna hang up everything. I hang up my my cape, and I basically am like, okay.
I imagine you probably like see yourself in the mirror at some point, Muhn, and there's bruises, there's blood, there's, you know, wear and tear, there's road wear happening here.
I look rough. Well, I basically I start to draw a bath or run a shower or whatever. And if it's a bathtub, is it a bathtub or is it like a?
So I
What are
imagine
we working with here?
I imagine it's probably like a circular kind of tub, right? But there's no evidence of like a shower or anything. Like you don't see like a, you know, like a shower or a faucet. There's no faucet in this tub. It's just a circular. It almost looks like a teacup ride or something at, you know, a theme park.
Okay. Well, judging from how
kind of
everything
like
has
there.
treated me so far, I'm going to assume that this is automatic. So I basically declothe, like that Bruce Almighty scene where he just like, all of his clothes are off in just like one go. And I just sort of step into the middle of the tub like, okay, turn on.
Yeah, as you step into the tub, there's like essentially the inner part of the tub starts to come alive. You see there's kind of like menus and stuff that like light up, and pictures that kind of light up, and you can see there's like one that kind of looks like a waterfall. There's one that just kind of looks like somebody relaxing in a sauna. There's one that looks like somebody is having a bubble bath. There's one that looks like
I immediately press the bubble bath.
Oh yeah.
Or like I wave over that like bubbles.
Yeah. As you push that, you can see like there's 3 different options for like temperature, and you can see like somebody that's like that looks. You see like a lobster, you know, like a shellfish getting cooked. You see like you know like somebody that looks just like really content, and then you see one that looks like cold. Like if you want like a cold plunge.
Oh, I go for the lobster hot.
Okay. The bottom of the tub begins to fill up. So like you feel it like slowly, and it starts to like increase in temperature. You feel it on your feet. Like your feet start to get wet, and like you don't know where the water's coming from. It doesn't look like there's any obvious drains or, you know, like faucets or anything. It just starts to fill up.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah.
And
you can and then like you can see like some sort of like bath bomb kind of liquid starts to like fill into the tub, and you see bubbles start to accumulate.
Does it smell like anything?
So I imagine it does. It probably smells like, I think it's kind of mostly a neutral kind of scent. It's not perfumey.
Like perfume.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's more like fresh, like rainwater, or like like spring water or something like that. It's a very relaxed sort of smell. It's not
lovely.
overpowering.
Okay. Is there anywhere to like sit? Like I'm imagining kind of like a built-in sort of like stone seat maybe in this tub.
Yeah. So there would be like a menu option for like different seating options. Otherwise, like you can just like sit in the fucking hemisphere that this tub is.
Ooh. Maybe just that. Yeah, that's a good plan. Just floating in this tub, and as it begins to like fill up, I feel like I can slowly start to just bob.
Mm-hmm. And the bubbles start to get like crazy. Like
my hair starts like floating in the tub. So all you see is like after a while, I just sort of like, and I just go into the water.
And it's hot. Like it's hot. Like this is, yeah. This is
I go
like
in and then I immediately pop out like, oh, that's toasty.
this is very warm. This is like it's probably just barely tolerable. Like if you're a guy and you try to get into it, you're getting roasted. This might be like women only able to get into this kind of bath.
I've been there for like a solid minute and a half, 2 minutes, and then you could just see like sweat starting to pour down my face. Like, oof.
As we all know, women are like part suns. Like they have stars inside of them. So
Very much.
Yeah.
Very much. I mean, I don't know the last guy I knew who had hot flash, so that's all I'm saying. I haven't ever had them, but I know women have them. So it's
every single girlfriend I've ever had, the heat of the water is so scalding hot. I'm just like, how do you survive?
I love a scalding shower, dude. So I'm very much like if it's like hotter the better.
Like 3rd degree burn hot.
Yes.
Like what is how?
Yes. Spicy showers only. So I'm kind of like I've been there like beads of sweat. Okay, I feel clean enough, and I start to get out. It's like that when you get out of a really like hot tub or something.
Yeah.
Like dry myself off. Computer. Hello.
How may I help you?
At this I jump because I didn't actually expect anybody to. Anything to dry myself with?
There's like a panel that just.
And I wave over the comfy robe looking thing.
It is in fact a comfy robe.
Wow. And I'm assuming like something comes out from like the wall and there's just a rope just chilling in there.
It's just a recessed thing, like a panel just kind of slides and you see that.
Wow. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And I go over to the robe. Oh, and it's fluffy. It's actually like this massive hanger for a big old robe. Like, wow, made this big people. Okay. And I throw it on, tie it up.
You're
fluff up my hair.
You're like almost 7 feet tall, right?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
It's big. Like it's big, but like it's like one of these like big old hangers where you're like, Jesus, it's like a blanket, but it feels great and it is perfect for me. It's like perfectly my size. So I have it on. Like, okay, wow, this is good. This is like wearing a blanket. And I check myself in like I guess a reflection if there's a mirror somewhere. I'm not even worried about my hair. It's tangled up at this point. It's so messy. You can
probably hear the tub entering a like cleaning cycle behind you because you have left a ring around the tub.
It's just complete like
it sounds like a dishwasher
dirt.
cleaning itself. Yeah.
Lord. So I get out. I put on my robe.
You're all rosy cheeked.
I am feeling good. Yeah, I'm getting dewy, a little sweaty.
Your health and mind points have been restored.
Oh, hell yeah. That's amazing. Whew. After a good day of destroying things, this is what you deserve. So,
yeah,
having the full tub robe experience, and I'm kind of standing there like, okay, what now? What's my plan? Because I'm suddenly very sleepy, and I'm like, oh, right, the map. And I take out the map. I'm back in the like I guess circular area, looking for some kind of surface for this map that I can just lay it out on, like real like movie cinema style,
tables.
where they're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean there's tables.
I lay it out on a table that looks closer to the window, so I kind of have this nice view of the mountain while I check it out.
Yeah, I mean it's not even like noon yet, like it's still kind of. It's probably like 10, 11 a.m., something like that.
Okay. And I have a sit. And I look at the map. Computer,
How can I help you today?
do you have a name?
I do not.
Okay. Well, I was curious, and I look at the map. About how long does it take to get from Itesa to Koga?
That depends on your transport.
What is the most readily available transport in Echo Shade?
There are airships that typically leave Echo Shade once per day.
Once per day. Do you have the exact time of that
Yes.
departure?
Departure time is 3 p.m.
3 p.m. Is that every day?
Some days vary.
Okay.
Would you like a full schedule?
Yes, please.
You hear something like you hear something like sounds like a piece of paper has just gone through like a vending machine, so you just hear the sound of the paper hitting the metal. Like ching.
Oh. Thank you.
You are welcome. Is that
I go
all you
over-
need?
And perhaps some water?
Water is readily available. Mountain spring water or mineral water.
Could I get the mountain spring water, please?
Yes. I will indicate with lights where you can pick that up. You see there's just like a flashing light on one of the walls.
Oh, wow. I head over to get the brochure, or I guess the schedule that popped out of
Yeah, it's just
that,
a small,
that first panel.
it's like the
yeah.
size of an index card.
Okay. Oh, nice. Schedule water, and I go over to the. Oh, how does it look?
So it would be a glass that just got like filled up with the spring water. Looks like water. Oh, it's fucking awesome.
Wow, that is crisp. I know exactly what the guy meant in the hallway now.
It's
I'm
just like
feeling relaxed,
it's just
refreshed.
like pure, like taste. You know, it's almost like a little sweet. The water.
The sugar of the earth, the nectar of the earth, as it were. I stand there in my robe with this icy cold glass of water, hair still wet from the bath, maybe little bubbles in there still, and I just look out at the mountain. Can I see the maelstrom from here?
Oh yeah, you can see a bit of the rift. And
I
it's also
sip
at
the
that
glass
point.
and I look at the rift.
It's also at that point where it looks like where the mountain moves a little bit, and then you realize that that's not part of the mountain. That is definitely a kaiju, and it looks like it's headed towards the city.
涙の色はエメラルドブルー宝石みたいに光ってる流れ星を見上げていたあの夜も